Updating your iPad to iPadOS 15 means there are some new changes. There is Focus, which allows you to set modes for your iPad based on locations or time of day. You can also use Quicknotes within the Notes app to take quick notes and save those into folders later. There are new widgets that you can put on your home pages. You can customize the order of your home pages and hide or show certain home pages. And you can create tab groups in Safari on your iPad now as well. You're going to see that multitasking is also a lot easier to use. One of the big changes to iOS 15 is the way multitasking works. Before, if you wanted to use split screen or slide overs, you had to open up an app and then pull up your dock from the bottom and grab another app and slide it over or float it on top. But you're going to notice that the way you can do this on your iPad, even though you can still do it the old way, you're going to notice some added functionality. At the top of any app that you have open, you should see 3 dots. If you click on those 3 dots, you've got the option to go full screen, split screen, or slide over mode. So if I wanted to put this in split screen mode, I just tap the split screen option, and then it says, okay, what else do you want to split this with? Choose another app. So I don't have to pick something that I've recently opened or in my dock anymore. I can actually pick something that I've got anywhere on my iPad now. So if I wanted to open up Desmos and have that right next to a website, I can do that. And now I can use split screen mode with both of these things together. And if I decide that I now want to move out of that mode, you just go back up to the 3 dots at the top on either one of the sides that you're using, and you can just switch it back to the full screen. If you are using slide overs, basically those are always just sort of resting on the right side of your screen. So right now I have a slide over of my calendar, and I can switch it to see the slide over of my reminders. And so that's kind of a nice little feature. So if you wanted something to be added to your slide overs, you just go to that particular thing, click the 3 dots, and you can switch it to slide overs. And now I could open up maybe Notes and have my Safari open, and I can switch to my calendar, and I can switch back to Safari while I have my Notes open. And I might want to switch this now to go split screen with my Notes. From your home screen, you can press your home button twice to pull up all the apps you have open, and you would see your slide overs there as well. So that's new to iPadOS 15. And same if you were swiping, like pulling, if you go at the bottom of your iPad and sort of pull your finger up, that's another way to get to that same mode. So home button twice, or pull up from the bottom slowly, and you're gonna see the apps you have open and the slide overs you have open. If there's something that you wanna quit or close, you just swipe it up and away, and it will remove it from either being open or being a slide over. Quicknotes are a handy feature. You can use your finger or your Apple Pencil to pull up from your bottom right corner, and it's going to start what's called a quick note. You can tap, and you're going to see your toolbar pop up here at the bottom, where you can choose what tool you want to use. And if you're using a pen or highlighter, you can choose a color that you want to write with. And you can also hide or show that toolbar as needed. You can move this around on your screen as well, wherever you need it, but this just allows you to take a quick note. And you can use 2 fingers to scroll and keep writing on that thing if you need to. Create another quick note by just tapping on that note icon at the top, and now I'm doing a note number 2. When your tools are not showing, when they're hidden, you should be able to swipe, and I can see that I have 4 quick notes going here at the bottom because I've got these little dots that show up here at the bottom, and it kind of tells me what quick note I'm on. If I say done, the notes just go away, and then I can pull them back out and they come back. If I want to actually open this in Notes, I can tap on the Notes icon or my Notes app and open it that way. Or you can tap the 4 little boxes here on your little menu in your Quicknote, and it'll open up notes that way. It'll go right to all your Quicknotes. And you can press and hold on these and open them in new windows, pin them, share them, move them, or delete them. So if it's a note you want to save, like for later, you were like, yeah, that was definitely one I want to now move into a folder structure that I have, then you can just do move and pick a folder that you want to move it to. You can also just take your finger and like drag the note. So let's say I want this note on Wentzville to actually go into a folder somewhere here, and you can just let go and it'll add the note to that. My iPad isn't very well organized. I have lots and lots of apps and I really can't find anything on my iPad really well. So what I typically do is just find a blank spot of my iPad home screen, put my finger on it and sort of pull down, and that will allow me to search. And that's how I pretty much open everything on my iPad. However, if you wanted to be a little bit more organized or proactive in that, you now have the feature to organize your homepage screens a little bit better. So if you press and hold on the little dots at the bottom that show you what screen you're on, if you press and hold that, everything starts wiggling or has the minus signs on it where you can delete things. Once everything's sort of wiggly, now you can tap on the pages button, like icons at the bottom here, and it will open up all your home screens. So I actually have 6 home screens. I can reorder these if I want to now as groups of apps. And I can also choose to hide a home screen if I want to, just so it's out of sight, out of mind, I don't see it anymore. Press and hold, tap on it, and then you could go back and turn that back on. Widgets have a new look now. Before, you had to swipe off to the left to see widgets in Today View on the iPad, which you could also edit if you scroll down to the bottom to tap edit there. But now widgets can appear on the home screen as well, and you can customize what they are. So if you touch and hold an empty area on your home screen when things start wiggling, in the upper left corner you will see an add or plus button. If you tap on that, then you're going to be able to select a widget. I'm going to choose batteries. This is where you can swipe left or right on the widget to choose a size. So I could choose a smaller one, a longer one, or a bigger widget. And then when you find the one that you like, you just tap add widget and it adds it to your screen. You can also move that widget around on your screen and put it wherever you want. If you don't want a widget, then you just tap on the little minus sign to remove it. One of the widgets that is really interesting is the Files widget. In the Files widget, again, you can kind of choose what this looks like and then tap add. So if I press and hold on that widget, I can edit the widget, which means I can change the location. Right now it's showing me my recent files, but if I wanted to instead, I could pick a folder and I could choose my documents folder and say done. So now this particular widget is showing my documents folder. As long as you have some widgets that are the same size, you can create stacks of widgets. So I can actually take this widget and drag it on top of my other widget and create what's called a stack. So you can have several widgets in a stack that you just sort of swipe through. The other way to add a stack is to press and hold, tap the plus button, and you can do what's called a smart stack. A smart stack is an automatically selected collection of widgets that displays information based on factors like your location, your activity, or time. So if I want to add, I'll just tap add widget, and then if I want to edit this widget, I tap on it and I can reorder these. I can delete one. I can really customize what it looks like.